Okay, so by the time you're probably watching this video, Kung Fu Panda 3 is now 3 years old, and wow, it really doesn't feel that long. I really do miss the hype train for Kung Fu Panda 3. It was an absolute outstanding hype train, and we loved it when the trailers and marketing and the Chinese song, the Chinese trailers, everything was such a bang when Christmas 2015 came along, and Kung Fu Panda 3 was getting like so much marketing, and obviously, yeah, we had to wait till March 11th, but at least it was worth the extra wait, and obviously America got it January 29th, and today is January 29th, and I'm filming this on the 24th of January, because why not, man, because I want to, but yeah, well, you'll see it on January 29th, yeah, so, yeah, How to Train Your Dragon 3 The Hidden World is on Friday, February 1st, and boy, I cannot wait to see it. This is going to be a magnificent finale to the How to Train Your Dragon franchise. It is going to be a great end-off, and I think this should be the best way to end the series. So yeah, so Kung Fu Panda, I want to talk about something, and I made an Instagram post saying that I think it's time for me to let this franchise go. And you're probably saying, oh, do you mean let it go as in move on and not like it anymore? No, I don't mean that at all. The thing is, I'm always going to love and treasure the Kung Fu Panda franchise, and it's always something I'm going to rewatch. I pretty much own all the DVDs and all, and it is something I've treasured for quite a long time. It's almost been 11 years, and that's actually one of the reasons in this video. So, yes, do I think it's time for me to just give up my faith and hope for this franchise? Honestly, after lots of thinking, and after lots of, like, developing, well, like, my thoughts, yeah, going through my head and thinking about it and deciding, I've agreed to this. I know this may shock some of you. I'm letting this franchise go, and when I say let go, I don't mean, like, not like it. The thing is, I'm gonna leave it as it is. So, Kung Fu Panda 3 was it. That was it. That was pretty much it. That was, boom, the finale. Now, as much as I love Kung Fu Panda 3, it is a true outstanding masterpiece. It is by far my favourite of, it's one of my favourite films of all time. And it was worth the 5-year wait, but, do I think it's worthy of a finale? Hell no. Now, I know I said him. I know years ago I'd always say, "Oh, I cannot wait for these future Kung Fu Panda films. We've got Kung Fu Panda 2, Kung Fu Panda 3, Kung Fu Panda 4, Kung Fu Panda 5, Kung Fu Panda 6." And yeah, that's cool, but with Paws of Destiny was a huge disappointment. As decent as it was, as enjoyable as it was, I was hugely disappointed with it. And it just makes me feel, oh, well, maybe it's time for me to give up faith in this franchise and maybe just love it the way it is, and, And the thing is, I'm kind of lowering down my expectations for Kung Fu Panda now. I'm kind of like just going, yeah, we're just going to have to lower it down since it is a franchise I adore so much. I've adored it for many years and many generations. Okay, I think generations, but exaggerating. But I'm just saying, like, I'm a massive fan of Kung Fu Panda. I love Po, I love Tigress, I ship Po and Tigress, I love Shifu, I love the rest of the Furious Five, I love Mr. Ping, I love Li Shan, I love everyone in this franchise. But, okay, so, what does this mean? The thing is, it's just that I'd rather remember Kung Fu Panda and never give up loving it, and I'll always treasure it. It's a franchise I deeply hold regard, and it's something that it means so much to me, and it really is like that big of a property to me. This is how much I love Kung Fu Panda as a whole. And you know how I feel about Kung Fu Panda if you know me in real life or you know me as a friend. But yeah, you know how much I love Kung Fu Panda. I think everyone who's met me obviously knows how much I adore Kung Fu Panda. But the thing is, with DreamWorks, all the way back in December 2010, they said, sorry about that, I just got a call from someone, but yeah, like, back in Christmas 2010, they said with Kung Fu Panda, we'd get Kung Fu Panda 2, Kung Fu Panda 3, Kung Fu Panda 4, Kung Fu Panda 5, and Kung Fu Panda 6. Now, that sounds awesome, doesn't it? Wow, we're going to see so much more of these characters, but it can kind of be a bad thing as well. And this is something I've kind of, like, my mother just told me, oh, like, they probably would have done everything with Kung Fu Panda 3, but they have to drag it all out to 6. The thing is, it's like a pizza. It's like having a slice of pizza or an ice cream. Or let's just say, like, I think the best example is a pizza. You have a pizza, there's so many slices, but there's so many, like, people there. And you have to share it between everyone so they can get their, like, food each. And I think that's the best way to describe Kung Fu Panda. Like Poe and Tiger's falling in love. They probably put that for Kung Fu Panda 6. Maybe Poe finding out like what it means to be the Dragon Warrior. They could have done that with the first one, but obviously no, they did that with number 3. Maybe we find out maybe Shifu being killed off. That could have been in number 3, but obviously we all know Panda 3 was originally going to be a lot more darker and more violent than it was. But nah, they obviously changed that because of drug colony and parent complaints. Ugh. So yeah, I mean, then again, it could have just been the exact same film, just with a different tone, and different tone doesn't always mean better film, in all fairness. So yeah, alright, excuse me, but was this a good idea? Honestly, no. And I just said my reason for it, and I know I keep repeating myself, but this was a ridiculous idea. Oh god, it really was. Like, the thing is, if they were to end the franchise with Kung Fu Panda 3, if this was to end the films, and, you know, there's still stuff to be done. Like, Poe and Tigress, I still really want to see them fall in love. Even a kiss scene, that's all I want. And obviously Shifu's death, which I think would give Poe really good character development, and that's something I think the third film really needed. Obviously change it, I mean, obviously maybe make the third film feel like they can execute it, you know what I mean? Because you can't just, like, in the third film we have, they just did that, boom, we would have just been out of order. But you have to, like, maybe change it, make it feel like, oh, well, it worked. So yeah, even though I still think it would have worked, but yeah, guys, I just can't help but feel like I really need to, like, let this franchise, like, be remembered. And, like, honestly, Paws of Destiny, I expected so much out of it because of Kung Fu Panda, but after what I saw, nope, huge letdown. Decent, great villain, you know, some good characters, beautiful animation, but what a huge disappointment. But I've decided I'm going to let this franchise be remembered, and I'll always remember it and always follow it. I'm lowering down my expectations. I'm lowering down, like, so the thing is, it's so I won't feel disappointed with any future properties. And maybe, like, now that I'm just thinking, oh, well, now Kung Fu Panda's over, now that it's finished and done with, so yeah, I don't have to worry about that anymore. So, like, who knows, maybe Paws of Destiny will get me back to, oh, I want to see more and more. But now it's just like, I kind of think it's time to let it be over and kind of let it end here and just let me remember it. But this is just me. Like, I'm not saying, oh, you have to think this. I mean, my friend Nick Sketch, he's obviously really looking forward to Kung Fu Panda 4, 5, and 6, and that's cool and all. And, you know, he's always trying to convince me, like, he's always trying to help me feel, like, great about this franchise and how outstanding the next 3 films are. Yeah, they will be outstanding, but, you know, I'm just, like, saying, well, right now, I'd rather just remember it and rather not feel disappointed and rather just lower down my expectations with Kung Fu Panda. So yeah, right now, guys, I honestly think it's over. I'm honestly saying it right now, and I think it's just for the best. I'm just letting it go. I'm not letting go, like, but you know what I mean when I say let it go. I think it's time for me to just maybe, like, lower down my expectations when it comes to Kung Fu Panda properties and Kung Fu Panda content. And, you know, I think Kung Fu Panda 3, if they planned on doing a trilogy, we would have got everything we wanted with Kung Fu Panda 3. It would have been the How to Train Your Dragon 3, the hidden world of this franchise. But no, unfortunately, they have to drag it all out to 6. And Jack Black even said we could get 3 trilogies, aka 9 films. But yeah, obviously Jack Black sometimes spits out absolute crap, and he did say he'd be doing one more Kung Fu Panda voicing Poe, and we obviously just gotta wait and see until what that brings to the table. But yeah, right now, guys, I think it's over. I just think it's done, and I just think it's time for me to let go of it. But what do you think? What do you think of this idea? And obviously, stay tuned for Friday, and stay tuned for my review on How to Train Your Dragon 3: The Hidden World. Until then, guys, that's all I gotta say, really. And yeah, there's not an awful lot I could say. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time, and skadoosh.